Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Eugene from the Audiotonic. And my name is Sheng Li from Guitar Street. Today the reason for this video is because I recorded a session for one of my best friends, Roy, who's getting married this Saturday. And then he and his bride-to-be, Annie, they recorded a piece of music together for their wedding. Very, very excited, and I think the video, the session was so nicely done. Kudos to their spontaneous, them being up for this spontaneous collaboration. And basically I just was asking Eugene, hey Eugene, can you help me take a look at this mix and see what needs to be changed? Then Eugene also listened to it, and Eugene gave me some tips. I say, Eugene, I don't know how to do. Can you please help me? So Eugene very kindly agreed to spend some time tonight with us. It's 11:30 in the evening, but he's very, very kind and gracious to help. So thanks a lot, Eugene.
Hey, no problem. It's the pleasure is mine.
Okay, good. Let's go. So I'm gonna try to share my screen.
Okay, cool.
So we have quite a simple recording for this one. Roy, the groom, is on the guitar, right? The guitar signal is a simple DI signal in. And then he's also singing, right, on a handheld condenser mic. Annie is also singing on a handheld condenser mic. So that's basically the session that we have. So Eugene, how should we start?
I can see some processing on the tracks already.
So on the guitar, I have just the LA2A, right?
Okay.
Just the LA2A. I'm a very simple person. I use the guitar preset. I adjust the levels a bit here, right? That's on the guitar. And then I use this Hitsville reverb chambers to give it a bit of space, right? Acoustic space. Send a little bit as what I think is suitable. And then on Roy's vocal, I use the LA2A, right? I send it to Lexicon, which is a reverb, and I also use the short delay, right? As per your advice. So short delay with about 10 ms difference, just to let it sit in the mix better. Same thing for Annie's vocal. I use Melodyne to tune the vocals a little bit. And then afterwards, I use this CLA mix down plugin in the master to sort of glue the whole mix together better.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I did most. Oh yes, and because Roy is seated on the left of the video, Annie was seated on the right, I actually like this plugin a lot. This is a panner, so it's sort of supposed to emulate how we actually perceive sounds, because when you pan, right, it's just moving it like that, right? But when you pan, actually your right ear is also hearing what goes to the left side. So this is somewhat like trying to simulate that lah, or at least that's their pitch. So this is the panner plugin. So I pan Roy a bit to the left and pan Annie a bit to the right. So that's basically all I did to this mix.
Yep. So based on what I heard previously, so I think well, it kind of depends on, usually everyone have a different workflow lah. So for me, for a simple recording like this, when I listen to it, I always kind of go like, okay, what are the things that catches my ears that can be problematic that I can fix? So one of those things was that I heard that there is a bit of the low mids build up in the male vocals. So maybe you can play back a section when the male vocals are singing a little louder. So maybe, yeah. So
okay. Maybe here. Is this too loud? Is this too loud?
A bit
loud,
okay on my side. It's okay on my side.
Like this,
Yeah.
Should I solo it?
No, don't have to solo it. Let's hear it with the guitars.
Okay.
Maybe we turn off the reverb for now.
Turn off the reverb.
So turn off all the reverb for now.
Okay, all the reverb will be off.
For the guitars too.
Should I just mute?
Yeah, you should just mute the reverb for now.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Mute the aux, huh?
The reason being, sometimes the build up can be from the reverb. Yeah.
Oh, good tip. Okay, here we go.
So by itself, I can hear a bit of low mids build up already. So maybe you can call up an EQ.
Is the build up like a like it's like 有点闷闷 ah, you know, like a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like that?
There's a resonant. There's a like kind of a low mid resonant.
Resonance build up
Yeah,
is aka resonance lah. It's like it shouldn't be that much, right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's you are probably also hearing that same effect from me speaking into the SM58. I'm using SM58 here. So it's because of the proximity effect. Ideally, like if you kind of go slightly behind, it can be a little bit more natural because you are in a controlled environment. It's fine, but like usually we tend to go close because live, in terms of like live sound and things like that, the environment is noisy, so it's ideal to go closer. But in a studio, you can kind of play with it a little bit lah. Move a little bit sideways.
especially with a handheld condenser, right?
Yeah.
No need
So
to be.
yeah, so you can kind of like usually sometimes you can like point it slightly lower below my voice. So you will hear that the plosive is better. The P.
Okay.
The P is better. The P is better than if I go on top.
Okay, but initially Annie was singing like that, you know, so I didn't quite capture. So I asked her to tilt it a little bit, maybe put it to the side if she wants to. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I think what you were saying is that don't stick too close to the mic, then it becomes the proximity effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just don't kind of go way too close.
Okay, so Eugene, you were asking me to put up I have a question here. So you see, I like to use this EQ, the Pro Q by Fat Filter. There's a stereo and a dual mono. Now you know Roy's track. What should I use? Stereo.
Usually is mono, but because I think Logic Pro works on a stereo basis. I think this part I'm not sure actually.
Oh, okay.
So
never mind. Let's just put a stereo one
just put a stereo one.
Okay. So this is the EQ that I have.
The nice thing about this is it has what we call a real-time analyzer, so a RTA.
Yes.
If you play back, you're gonna be able to see. So what you want to do is you go to the analyzer below.
Yeah. Where's this one?
Yeah. So what you want is you want to set it to slow behavior. I think.
How do I do that?
There's this small little icon right above. So if you move it up, you should be able to see something to adjust. Yeah, there we go. I think it's that one.
This one?
Yes. So
Speed.
I can't see it.
Is it too small? It's too small,
It's a bit small.
Okay. No, because I'm using a large screen also.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
scaling. Oh, there we go. I think scaling is good. Scaling. Boom. Does it help?
Okay. It helps a little bit. Yes. So if you go to the end. Okay. Yeah, this is helpful. Yes. On my side, it's a bit small.
Okay. Zero latency, natural.
So yeah, you can leave it there. Zero latency is fine.
Don't have, only got this freeze.
No. Right. Just now I saw it.
This one?
The one more icon to the right.
This one is not like this one is just
correct. So if you look at the speed.
There we go.
Yes. So you click on the speed.
Slow.
You put slow.
Okay. What does this do?
We will know shortly. Once we play, we will. Okay. Go to the resolution.
Okay. Where's the resolution? Oh, there we go.
Yep. So go to resolution. Let's put low if there is one.
Oh, low resolution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now you can turn it off and you can play the track. And we can look at the RTA.
Okay. So play Okay, here we go. Right over here.
Yep. So you can see straight away. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can straight away see the low mids build up. It's quite a lot.
Here and here,
right? So if you look at the right, it's actually like a +6.
Wait, but what should we expect in a neutral setting of a male voice like that?
Again, like when it comes to mixing, in my opinion, really there isn't a wrong or right. It's preference. But for my preference, usually I find that when there is too much of a low mid,
like this one, this one is very high,
and it tends to kind of makes the vocal sounds not so clear. Like the voice is not so crisp and clear.
Wow.
So I like kind of like a bit more bright, cleaner sound. So you could kind of hear better, because you got to remember that most of your consumer playback system doesn't have very nice like bright high end, so usually they are a bit duller. Okay. I mean IEMs can be bright, but like if let's say you play it from your laptop speakers, then you won't hear like kind of like the high end. So with this amount of low mids occupying the space,
it sound muddy.
It will sound muddy.
Ooh,
so the first thing, maybe you can kind of go to maybe like at 250 hertz. You just do a deep.
Yeah, it was there, right?
Yeah.
Right around here, right?
Yeah. So you just do like can just do a 6 dB deep.
So if I go here and then you're saying do a 6 dB deep.
Yeah, about 6 dB.
How do I make it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
6 dB deep
Yeah, just do a 6 dB.
So much
Yeah, let's go. See, I usually like to hear the extreme first, then down back.
Q, what about the Q?
Wider. So give it
a bit wider, like that. Like that is wide. Oh, like that, no wide, like that.
Yes, something like that.
Wow, this is quite extreme,
Yeah, we start here first. Then we kind of improve on that. So let's have a listen.
Okay.
With it on, and then halfway through you can kind of bypass so we can hear the difference.
Okay, so same thing over here. Alright, let's go. Is it on now?
Yep.
Okay.
Bypass.
匆匆流去，我只在乎你，心甘情愿感染你。
Now it's a bit thin. Don't have the presence.
Correct. So it's a bit thin. Okay.
But solve the issue already.
I must clarify first. I am not on my nice headphone. So on this headphone, it actually sounds fine. But
this one only $2,000. He even take the $20,000 out.
No, this is like $150 headphone.
It sounds a bit. I mean, it sounds a bit shrill to me, like a little bit.
Yeah, it's entirely possible because we are cutting off 6 dB now. So
what will you do? What will you do?
Yeah, it's up to you at this point, of course, because it's your mix, so you decide. But
usually I need professional advice. That's why.
We are using different headphones, so it's hard to tell. I usually trust my speakers to make this type of adjustment, so I really don't know what's enough. But the point being that you can hear that it's clearer, right?
It is clearer. It cuts through more, yeah.
Correct.
But also because Eugene, sorry, the guitar, right? Because we do DI in, and this guitar uses quite a nice pickup, the anthem pickup, which is quite bright also. So I kind of want some body in the voice to balance that brightness, if you get what I mean. You know, I don't want the voice to be too bright. Sometimes in a band setting, maybe if it's like organic microphone mic'd up, it's nice for the voice to be bright. But in this case, if the voice is bright, the guitar is bright, then it's like, I don't know, it feels a bit too bright for me, the overall mix.
Yeah. So again, this is just preference of like how you want to pursue or how you want to kind of go with the mix lah. So what I'm hearing is usually when I hear something like in terms of the sound reproduction, like there's a couple of ways to hear it. Of course, you can go like, okay, this mix sounds bright or sounds dark. I kind of always hear like, oh, what is getting in the way for me to hear it clearer?
Oh, yeah. What is in the way for me? How could this be clearer? Why is it not as clear as it should be?
Yes. So and then the next thing in my head always is about, of course, in this case I don't know specifically how is this gonna be played back. I assume it's margin or something like that. So
yes.
So for me again, playback system makes a huge part of my decision lah. Like, how is it gonna be played back?
Wow, I never thought of that. Like, wow, good idea. Like.
Yeah. So you want to mix for your playback system. If you know your playback system, that's great, because like it's much better to mix for the end goal, like specific target audience, because unfortunately there isn't a lot of mixers out there, even for the top guys. There isn't a lot of mixers out there that can translate to every single playback system.
Of course. Yeah.
It's just near impossible to do that. But you can get it close to your target audience, meaning like if you have a target audience that predominantly listen to one type, like say the AirPods, for example.
AirPods or car, right?
Yeah. So then you kind of mix with that target in mind.
Got it.
Yeah. So in this case, again, I hear a bit of low mids mute up. Sometimes if you really want to get a bit more fancy with it, is that you can use a multi-band compressor or active EQ.
Would you use that together with such an EQ like that?
You can. So in fact, this Q3, right, I believe has a active function to it.
sensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some presets, right? So if you remember 300 hertz, there are some presets, right? For example, actually, to be honest, because I'm not a pro mixer by any means. I like, so I think this is what you're talking about. So when I play,
Yes, exactly.
it sort of move along to the music.
Yes. You can put it there.
But I think even here you are saying, oh, then I can still see over here. You see, there's a range that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. So if we go back to just now that one, we can actually make that happen. Quite easily.
Okay.
So I can just show you right now. So then you will be able to do it next time.
How should I? Is it clean? Clean.
I think you just actually
undo.
don't have to. You can undo.
Oh, there we go. Undo.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So now if you move your mouse to this small little like the gain knob, right? If you move up to the arrow, yes, correct.
Dynamic range.
Yep. So if you pull that to downwards. Yep, there we go. So let's do -6.
-6 for downwards.
Let's do -3, sorry. -3. Let's do about -3. Yeah, just ballpark doesn't have to be 100% accurate.
Okay, have to be
then
OCD.
let's put the gain knob back to the gain knob back to 0.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, let's play and have a listen.
能够得到自己，失去生命的力量也不可惜。
Okay.
Hey.
You can hear it's more natural now, right?
More natural. Oh. I didn't know I can do this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is gonna help you. So then now it becomes more natural. Why? Because there is an algorithm inside that detects that okay, there's too much now. It quickly ducks that and then it kind of puts it back. So it's a bit more natural using this type of EQ. The Pro Q3, okay, I don't work for Fat Filter. It's not trying to promote. The Pro Q3 is useful because it's easy to tweak. Basically you kind of adjust this.
I see it's very visual, so that's why I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Visual is a good thing, but don't use it too much because then it becomes a crutch.
Don't rely on the visual lah. Doesn't mean it looks nice on graph means it's good lah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We mix with our ears now with our eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. So this helps you to kind of give it a more natural kind of response. So usually my process with using this particular EQ is that first thing I'll go too much. I'll hear what's the reaction.
Which
Maybe
is what
I'll
you did, right? 6.
Yep.
Just now you say 6. Then you see whether it solves that issue that you thought. Like you see because you were thinking, oh, too much mid low build up. I cut by 6. Does it make it clearer? Okay, it does. Then I go from there and adjust.
Correct. Then you kind of compensate back. So I'll compensate to a point where I kind of try to listen if it's natural. Static EQ sometimes might not be natural. Why? Because for us, for human beings, when we sing at a certain key, if it's like kind of we always sing around that pitch, then that's fine. But if the song gets louder, gets higher, your pitch moves, the low mids build up might not be the same anymore.
Okay.
So then you don't want that static EQ to be on that part of the song, because if it's on that part of the song, then that part of the song becomes thin.
Wow, okay.
So things like this active EQ function helps, because if the singer starts to sing higher, the EQ will just move less.
Ignore.
Yeah.
Wow. Eugene, thank you so much. I think that's all we have for this video, but this is already super good advice. Thanks a lot. I will spend more time with Eugene after this video. You guys unfortunately cannot see in. But Eugene, where do people find you?
Yeah, you can subscribe to our IG, which is at the Audiotonic. I have a online website that has a bunch of articles and have tons of gears. You can email me. You can contact me through IG. I will always respond.
Very, very good advice. And Eugene is such a dedicated person. Very, very helpful. But more importantly, very, very great guy. So thanks a lot, Eugene. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.